Setting to face off against number 30, Reese Potter, for the face off. As we are about to get set, referees looking to make sure everything's go. Face off is set, and they are battling as looks to be trying to get an advantage, and it looks like Herbert will come away with it. They're going to call a foul, and it'll be Hofstra ball to open up this game.
And that's exactly how we figured this match will start here for the Pride, winning the face-off. It's what they always do, and they have the pressure now to start off the game.
And now coming in off the sub is going to be Audrey over to Forte. Forte got the ball on the ground. It's a little bit of a scramble in there as multiple Pride players, multiple Tigers are trying to wrestle for it. And that ball is loose on the ground, and that is picked up by number 30. Heading over, that's Potter, as that gets transferred over into the offensive zone.
From Casey.
And Milani sends it over to Brody McLean. Brody McLean now sends it up to Austin Stewart. Austin Stewart sends it back to the midfield. He then receives the pass over by the CAA logo on the near side. He's trying to make a man miss as he's trying to move it around. There's Milano over there on the far side. Avanzado flicks it up over to the top. That's going to be number 5. That will be Riley Gager. Riley Gager flips it up to number 29. That is Ryan Swain. Swain to the back of the post with Milano at X. That is going to be number 52, Milani again, who sends it back up and over. And that will be Alex Reed, I believe, trying to set a shot in, and he does! That was not Alex Reed, that was Austin Stewart, the 6-foot junior from Arlington, Virginia. Tom Ford in the middle of the field now flips it up over to Tierney. Now as the CAA logo is, that appears to be Justin Sykes. That is Tierney. They switch positions there. Sykes now taking a little bit of a step into the midfield as that ball is sent over to Forte. Back over to number 21, Dylan McIntosh. And this is the offensive set that you want to see from the Hofstra Pride. All those names up there. Lethal long shot takers. As Forte looks to fire it in, sends it up to the open man, and he scores! That is going to be number 77, Mr. Rudd. Take a bow. Back to McIntosh. Sykes making his way towards the far side CAA logo as he fakes a pass, looks to Forte. Oh, and he faked the pass to Tierney, tried to get a pass into Forte. Forte fired a shot, it did not go through. Hofstra still retains possession. Still 41 seconds left on the shot clock now, as Audrey has it, that's going to be number 55. It looks like Altman has it for the Pride, as number 77 takes a shot and scores again! Wow! What a great shot there, gets it past. Waiting for that player to get off, and now Tierney is at X. Tierney at X, looking to try and potentially get a screen from Linsky. Linsky sends it up over to McIntosh. McIntosh receives the pass, and now he's moving to his right, towards the CAA logo on the near side. And that ball is sent behind the cage at X. And that was Linsky who had the ball at X. And now that ball is getting reset over to Forte at the top of the midfield to McIntosh, who's on the right side, cutting towards his right. Looks like he has it open shot, sends it over to at X to Linsky. Linsky trying to cut in at his left, trying to use his right now, cutting it over. It's an open shot for Sykes, and he scores! Justin Sykes with a pass from Justin Linsky, just in case you are... The ball gets rotated around. They're waiting to set something up, as now 27's got it for the Towson Tigers. That is number 27, Carson Gager. Carson Gager has it, moving towards the middle of the field now, trying to make a man miss. That's number 2 for the Hofstra Pride, defending him, as now that ball was tried to get into McLean, and Brody McLean, almost on a spin move, tries to send it, but the ball just went out of his stick, as number 2, oh my goodness, just manhandling his way through the midfield. That's number 2 for the Hofstra Pride. Excuse me, I think that's, as the ball gets reset now, Tierney's got it, finds a cutting man, and he scores! Oh my goodness! There's a little bit of confusion there from Towson trying to get their defenders on there, and number 30, as Linsky fired a shot off there, and that was saved by Brennan, as Towson will look to try and get the ball out to the midfield now, as that ball was able to find the stick of Riley Gager. Riley Gager feeling the pressure now from Hofstra as they're trying to press. That ball is picked up into the ground ball. It's going to be a turnover. They could not get it out. Hofstra's got it. They're going to look to fire, and he scores! Number 9 for the Hofstra Pride. Bryce Tolmie Bryce told me once again, gets onto the score sheet
there and let everything go.
Yeah, unfortunately, you can't let go of that stick until that ball is in the back of the net or the game is over. Or else you're not going to have a very good day at the office. But Towson will reset the position there with Jake McLean. Jake McLean giving it over to Tim Montgomery. Tim Montgomery on the left side towards the near side Hofstra logo, moving towards his left, moving towards his right, now cutting past number 7 of Hofstra. And Hofstra trying to defend number 6, who is moving to his right. He's going to move around the cage. He's going to give it up to number 52. That's Milani. Andrew Milani sends it up over to number 27. Back to Milani. Milani moving towards his left, cutting back inside, trying to get a shot with that right wrist. Right wrist shot, and scored by Jake McLean. Somebody who's had a couple of turnovers here today gets it back in action. It is 5-2. The cheers and the cheers going off. It is 1 o'clock here at James M. Stewart Stadium. That means it's time for half number 2 as Herbert gets the face-off. Hofstra will now be going from right to left in terms of shooting, and the Pride, or the Towson Tigers will be moving from left to right in the gray uniforms on your screen, or for those listening as well. And now that ball is got in, and that was a big mistake there from McIntosh. Just couldn't get a stick on that one as Towson capitalizes, and they're able to get a quick transition goal. That one right there from number... Now Montgomery's got it, heading towards his right, but the stick in his left, ready to fire, but he will not, as that ball is sent back to Gager. Gager goes down onto the ground, still maintaining possession. He draws the foul. The extra man opportunity is on its way for Towson. If they can get a shot here with this advantage, though, it may not matter. Andrew Beecham now just south of that Hofstra logo on the far right side, as looks like Montgomery looks to cut in. And now at X is Avanzado. Avanzado gives it up over to Brody McLean. Brody McLean gets past Kale, but he cannot get past the second Hofstra defender at Pryor. And he fires! That's a goal there from Tim Montgomery, the assist from Brody McLean. And Hofstra, only a 1-goal lead now. 5 is now back towards the middle of the field. Back to Forte, who's on the other side. And now on the left side of the goal is going to be Tolmie. Tolmie back to Tierney. Tolmie fires the shot after a pass from Tierney, and no good. Looks like Tierney was trying to make something happen there, and that pass is picked up by Linsky. Linsky back to Forte. Forte back to Tierney. Tierney over to Tolmie. Tolmie to Tierney. Tease to tease to tease all day as Tierney takes the ball, moving over towards his left, stick in his left hand, fires and scores! Welcome to Senior Day. Ryan Tierney unloads one, and Hofstra extends the lead. They are back in this game. The dub, as the kids would say.
Well, they really need to lock it down defensively, and already giving up a penalty here by Rudd. Now Hofstra is a man down on this offensive play by Towson.
And that ball is sent to Milani. Milani got it behind the cage over to Lutfi at X. Avanzado's got it. Avanzado looking to make a pass. He's got the stick in his right hand. That ball is sent over to number 29. That's going to be Swain. Swain over to Avanzado. Avanzado back to Swain. Got it, and that ball is chipped in! Oh my goodness! An absolute rocket to the top left corner past Bobby Casey by Milani, and Hofstra once again down the resets possession. That ball is given up and over to Jake McLean. Jake McLean gives it over to Beecham. Beecham trying to beat Pryor off the side, moving to his right. Tried to get a pass in, but said, no thanks. I'm going to reset the play as he sets up at X. Beecham on Pryor. Pryor holding him back. Beecham. Beecham again, moving towards that CAA logo that he's so fond of. Gives the pass over to 22, and he sends one over. Oh my goodness. Brandon Hunt just was unable to get anything going as the play will reset now. And that ball was open, and it's McLean at the back post. Wow, what a pass by Avanzado. Avanzado gets the reset. Let's take the offense as he gives it over to Linsky on the Hofstra logo on the far right side of the goal. That ball is given over to Rudd, who's at X. At X back to I believe that's going to be Sheridan. That's still Linsky over on that far wing. As Sykes steps on, and now we've got the big boys, McIntosh, Sykes, and Forte out there. As Tierney makes a move and makes a man miss. Tierney cutting inside, stick on that left hand. And Sykes gets the ball and towards the middle, he gives it over to Forte. Forte back over to Sykes. Sykes gets a screen from Tierney. Shires and he scores! Justin Sykes to the top left corner. Foul there as it looks like play will continue now as Forte's got it, gives it back over to McIntosh. McIntosh over to Sykes on that far right wing. McIntosh in the middle, over to Sykes. Tierney at the CAA logo on the left-hand side of the goal. He's got the stick with his left hand. Cutting into his right. Now he's looking at his right. He's getting shoved off over and over again. Back to Sykes, and he gets it again! He did it again! Justin Sykes extends the lead, 8-6 Hofstra! Behind the cage. Expect a big shot here. They're going to look to find Brody McLean. As Stewart sends it in, he could not find McLean. Gives it back to Milani for a far shot, but that shot was going to get closed out too quickly. Gives it over to Avanzado. Avanzado. On the far right side. Near side. Gives it over to Milani. Milani. On the right stick. Now giving it back over is Stewart, who is going to go back at X. Stewart at X. Looking to make a pass. Sees it to 29 and he scores! That's going to be a goal from Swain! Another goal here in this one. Late drama. 8-7 Hofstra leads and a goal from
opportunity for the Pride.
And that's what you see from players like Michael Altman who know the situation, know it well. As that ball sent into Swain, given over to McLean. McLean giving it to Stewart from behind the net. Behind the net is Stewart, and that ball is deflected. Altman scoops it up. 13 seconds on the clock. They know it. They know it. There's 10 left. They're just throwing the ball around. That pass is completed to Linsky. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the final horn sounds. Hofstra has defeated the 2019 Towson Tigers, who won the CAA last year. They've defeated them with a score of 8-7. What a way to go out on senior day.
And it all comes down to Michael Altman. How